スーパーレディオブラザーズ
It's time for the Super Radio Brothers. I think the one just had an accident.
Yes, we are back, as if there was any doubt, broadcasting from one very strategic location within the Empire. It is the Super Radio Brothers. Down a man. We have Super Radio Father with us.
Oh, my, what's happening, people? I don't know where this guy got me today, but he says I was going to take care of cats, but they got white lines on their back.
Oh, my
goodness. I don't know what that is.
The cat, he's bugging out right now. He's a little nervous because we're actually recording this podcast on a New York Yankee playoff day.
Oh, baby, let's rock and roll.
So as excited as we are now, maybe a little bit nervous. That may all change in a couple of hours.
Nervous, always.
We're sad and depressed and everything, but we're going to get into sports right now. We are down a man. Super Radio Trent not with us. Now, I tried to figure this out, why Trent didn't join us today.
I wonder why.
And, one might say, was it the sweep at the hands of the Cleveland Guardians, the Rays out of the playoffs?
Are you talking about a broom?
So, and I'm actually pretty happy with that because the Yankee Tampa Bay Ray chapter in the 2022 season ended with the Yankees smacking their asses out of the Bronx.
That means it's over.
Too big, and now it's officially over for the Rays. But, hey, it could end for the Yankees against Cleveland as well. Cleveland, one of the hottest teams in baseball. We'll get into that. But I don't think that's why Trent didn't join us here today. Actually, he did tell me, he said, I texted your father over the weekend, and he didn't reply to my text.
Really?
Which was a great showing of disrespect on your part. So it might be his reaction.
Yeah, what's the matter with that dude, man? I never look at the phone, man.
Did you ever see his text?
I just saw my friends texting him last week.
Oh, that's not a good excuse. We put him on the spot, Trent.
Yeah, excuses are like, you know what, but, hey. Hey, put it behind you, huh?
Yeah, put it behind you. That's
right, man.
Don't think about it.
That's right. Rub that shit off.
But Super Radio Trent, he's going to be missing for a couple of weeks. He's out in Pennsylvania next week and the whole thing. So, it was a little odd he didn't show up today.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah. He's
going bear hunting or something?
He's going to, he's doing something up there. I know he's going to experience the northern cold air for the first time in his life.
You better have long socks, son.
Long everything. You need long johns.
Oh, hell,
is that what they call them? You wear those under the pants?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, you're wearing long johns right now.
Oh,
it's so hot outside.
Yeah, man. Those are not leggings.
No, I haven't seen you wear pants in like 10 years. So he always has shorts on. Not that he's naked. He always has shorts on.
Yeah, I don't like pants.
You wear sneakers now. It used to be flip-flops, right?
Oh, flip-flops. Now I wear sneakers, man, because I have to run.
Yeah, you're an athlete now.
Yeah.
You're a major athlete.
Yeah. Gasping for air. Oh, shit.
Major many different things. But there you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What'd you say that?
What?
Oh, I'm hurt here. I'm hurt.
Well, it's not news to anyone, right?
Oh, watch it, folks.
That's right.
There goes Superman.
Why is that Superman using
I don't know. He was trying to fly out of the bow.
Well, you would think that would be really explosive stuff.
Yeah, but no, I do not want to think of Superman's poop.
Well,
hell no.
I'm about to make you think about poop.
No.
With what may be the most horrific, horrible poop story in the history of this show. I don't even know if you're ready for this.
I don't know. Is it bigger than Droopy Draws?
No, it's bigger. It's worse. You'll be thinking about this tonight.
Oh, my. He's thinking of getting a new pair of underwear, he told me.
Droopy Draws?
Yeah.
How can he find them that droopy,
I
though?
tell him, you better get there. I'm tired of looking at your drawers like that. And whatever that thing is.
Yeah, we don't want to know what that thing is.
No,
that's for sure.
hell no.
So, and just to give you some perspective on this story, the headline is, "Ew." That's the headline. That's the story.
Must be a hemorrhoid with eyes.
Amanda Gomo
Amanda what? Gomo?
Gamo, I think. Well, not Gomo. Gamo.
I got a Gomo. Gamo.
Let's leave her last. You know, she doesn't even want her last name in this story. Trust me. We'll just call her Amanda.
Okay. Amanda.
Gomo. Gamo. 51-year-old Amanda, out of England. She required hospitalization after this incident. Now, she has a little pet chihuahua that she likes to sleep with.
Oh, my. I can imagine what's going on here.
She sleeps with her doggy. You know, which people do. It's not hard. Do you sleep with your doggy?
Hell no.
And you have a little doggy, so
yeah,
you have a little
okay.
doggy. You have a Shih Tzu, right?
Yeah, a Shih Tzu.
Yeah, you have a Shih Tzu. This is a Chihuahua. So anyway,
they're nasty little dogs.
She required hospitalization after an unfortunate incident involving her Chihuahua named Belle.
Belle?
Yeah, Belle.
You can ring my bell, right?
Yeah. The Daily Mail reported that on September 26th, Amanda and Belle cuddled together during a nap. Belle, the Chihuahua, suffered violent diarrhea. It gets better, some of which fell directly into Amanda's open mouth.
Great!
While she was sleeping, this dog took a shit in her mouth, and it was diarrhea.
She's probably having a dream. Man, something tastes like shit here.
She says, it was disgusting, and I was vomiting violently for hours after. I just couldn't get the taste out of my mouth.
Oh, my God.
Amanda said afterwards she suffered stomach cramps so bad that 2 days later she went... 2 days later?
2 days later?
2 days later.
That mean, she never ate nothing brown again, right?
Oh, man, you can't have cake.
Oh,
chocolate
no.
is all ruined. Melted chocolate on a sundae.
Is that a clock bar? No.
She suffered for 2 days. She went to the hospital where doctors discovered an infection that had been passed on by the dog. She goes on to say that I'm happy both me and Belle are on the mend. I'm surprised Belle isn't in a
what did he have?
In a shelter somewhere. So it just says it was an infection.
An infection.
Sure. And Belle's on the mend. Belle let it out. You know what I mean? You're the one that I'm worried about.
Maybe this dog was out with a date or something, and brought it back home.
Now, she noted that in the future, no, not what you're thinking, that she'll never sleep with this dog again, that she'll be more mindful of what position we sleep in the future. Now, what position was she in that the dog was able to diarrhea in her mouth?
Man, that dog was sleeping on her head with his ass in her mouth. I'm telling you.
The dog was sleeping on her head with his...
That's right, and the tail up her nose and shit.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
That's right.
Maybe when they went to sleep, that wasn't the position they were in.
Oh, my God. I can only breathe from one nostril.
That's how the dog gets comfortable, though.
Oh, my God.
My goodness. So, yeah, that is a horrific story. And
shit coming out the ears, too?
I can't imagine a dog diarrhea in my mouth.
No, I can't imagine a dog on my bed. You can forget about it.
You can't even imagine a dog on your bed.
Oh, hell, that's why I always say small dog, small poop. But that small dog had a large poop.
That wasn't even poop. It was liquid. It was liquid shit.
Oh, my God. Milkshake.
Down her throat. And she just couldn't get the...
L-E-S-E-S. Welcome. W-A-S-S. Say it.
Chocolate. So, there you go. That's that story. Poor Amanda. We're thinking about you, but hopefully for not too long, because that is a nightmare, indeed. A lot of people getting naked these days, and not a lot of. Have you seen any naked people on your block?
I really don't want to get sick, bro.
Yeah.
I don't look at myself naked.
Well, you don't. You don't even take a look.
Oh hell no! I go, holy shit! What the hell is that?
Yeah. That's your reaction. Holy shit! What happened?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Mommy goes, hey, you look like you got back now, son. I go, what?
Don't look at me. Well, in Oregon, an unclothed male subject was in his front yard. So he just got naked and went in front of his house, which, of course, drew the concern of his neighbors. As a matter of fact, it just pissed them off across the street there. So what did they do? They threw 2 full beer cans at him.
And this is a farmer?
No, this is in Oregon. It doesn't say he's a farmer.
Oh, I was wondering.
This is an interesting incident, though. It's something that doesn't happen every day. So he's naked in front of his house. The neighbors get pissed. They throw beer cans at him, which to me, don't throw the beer. You know, there's got to be something else you could throw at this guy.
Well, the cans full?
Yeah, full beer cans.
Oh.
They're trying to hurt him. And it ended up hitting the naked man's house. And what did he do? He went into his house and grabbed a shotgun.
Imagine that.
So the naked dude with a shotgun now, the neighbor grabbed a handgun and shot 5 shots into the ground in an effort to scare the naked man. But let's be honest. If this dude's brave enough to be naked and go in front of his house, you think that really scares him? What would possibly scare this guy?
He's got a shotgun and God knows what else.
No one was hurt, but it was the beer thrower who was cited for criminal mischief.
Yeah, you can't throw a beer can. You got to drink that stuff.
But I guess you could be naked in front of your house, huh?
Yeah, I guess so, man. That's a nightmare.
Have you ever heard the term porch pirate?
Bloody hell, porch pirate. I don't know what that means, son.
You don't know the term porch pirate?
No.
So these days, a big part of commerce transactions is online and Amazon, and they deliver stuff right to your door in big boxes. So there are criminals out there who will drive around neighborhoods.
Right.
Because what Amazon does is if you're not home, they're just going to leave those boxes in front of your door, right? So these they call them porch pirates. They drive around neighborhoods waiting to see some boxes in front of someone's house.
Yeah.
When they see those boxes, they steal them. You know, they just go and steal.
Those are nice guys, man.
So
dirty son of a...
In Austin, Texas, this one person was pissed off with the porch pirates. They were very, very upset. Stop stealing my shit, right? So they came up with a plan. Gabriella and her husband, they took an Amazon box, a used box, and put used dirty diapers in it.
Nice!
Filled the box up with a bunch of shit.
Oh, God.
The same.
This is not perfume, folks.
Porch pirates that they've noticed before came back, so they're around the neighborhood looking.
Those guys.
And they took the box of diapers. They took it. they thought they got something good, man, but they got a box full of shit. So what happened?
They took it home. This is for the baby, honey. He's got shit in there already.
So the porch pirates now. They were so pissed. I mean, these dudes are criminals, thieves.
Yeah.
They've been had. But they were so pissed, they came back 30 minutes later with a giant bag of cow manure and spread it all over the front of their porch and driveway.
Whoa, the bad guys got feelings, dude.
They were like, how dare you?
How dare you? I'm the crook here.
So they ended up calling the police, filed a report. Now there's a detective on the case.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully
there's a shitty case here.
Hopefully they have some leads. Right? Leads. A neighbor, Brittany Walker, actually confronted the thieves, yelling, "I have a baby!" But she said they just laughed at her. It was a really unsettling moment.
Man. That's so wonderful.
Austin police, of course, advised against engaging the suspects. So there you go. I mean, any neighborhood in America, you have to be concerned with this idea of porch pirates coming in and stealing your shit when you get a delivery. It's kind of, uncool, I think.
Man, I would put something like electricity. As soon as they pass the line, bzz, bzz, shock their ass.
The physical, now you might get in trouble with the cops, maybe.
Yeah, me?
Yeah, just like the other guy.
The pirate wants to steal my stuff.
Yeah, that's true. You just got to put shit in a box. I guess you could get away with that.
I bought my stuff with.
I mean, there's got to be some patrols. If this dude is coming back and hitting the same house, these porch pirates, they got to, I don't know, you need to get an increased
people buy a lot of stuff.
Presence of law. There are some people out there that exclusively buy on Amazon. They don't go to the box stores,
man. I know. Mommy says, "What are you doing?" So I'm looking for a bat. She goes, "Don't you got enough?" I go, "Yeah, baby."
But I've been on Amazon and I've seen like 50 other bats that I want, so I gotta get it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, that's another story.
That's what happens. Are you? I guess you dug Queen, right? Freddie Mercury. We
Yeah.
are the champions.
Thank you,
my friends.
Yo, I love Freddie Mercury.
Is that how you react when?
No, hell no. Yeah, I like Freddie Mercury. He's pretty
They're a
cool.
good band, and the movie a couple years ago,
Yes.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's mommy's favorite movie, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
It was really good. That guy, what's his name? Robbie Malek, I think. He did a great job in that movie as Freddie Mercury. Well, pretty crazy. This week on Thursday, Queen releases new music, if you can believe it.
Oh, boy.
I'm not lying about that at all. They're posting a new song on Thursday. It's previously unreleased Queen with, yes, Freddie Mercury. The song is called Face It Alone. Now, the song was recorded during sessions of Queen's 1989 album, The Miracle. And this is just one of those songs that didn't make the album, but can you believe in 2022 we're getting new music from Queen and Freddie Mercury? And here's a little sample of it. I'll give you a little bit of it here real quick. Here it is. Sounds pretty cool. So
yeah,
there you go.
I'm gonna have to get that.
New Queen coming out on Thursday.
But it's crazy. All these bands, these old bands, the music always comes out 20, 30 years later sometimes, it's weird.
There's all those sessions, and not
Yeah.
everything makes the album. And you get, they had so many of those. I remember some of the Doors box sets, they lost writings of Jim Morrison and 30 different versions of one song.
I bet you he sells a lot of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Wait for, if they have that song.
I'm going to buy it.
You got to imagine.
Yeah, and I got to put it on Mommy's song for sure.
You got to imagine they're going to have a lot more where that came from. So anyway, moving on here in news. You have a kid, you pay a daycare money to watch that kid for you.
Right.
And you hope that it's a good environment,
Yeah,
right? Usually
yeah.
these daycares are pretty expensive. Well, 4 daycare workers out of Mississippi were fired.
Oh, boy.
What did they do? They were fired after trying to scare young children into better behavior using a Halloween mask and chasing them around the classroom. Now, somehow there's actually sound from this. So this is what it sounded like as the daycare workers, 4 of which were fired, right? And they were trying to, this was their method, to scare the children into behaving better. And this is what the classroom sounded like.
Yo, those kids are screwed for the rest of their lives. Oh, shit,
What's up
man.
with that?
That's messed up.
That's not cool, man. That's not cool, man.
Oh, man, that's really messed up.
Like, I'm sure the kids were behaving badly, but you torture them.
20 years later, he's still screaming. The
It
kid.
did not. Yeah, I know that kid can't never watch a horror
Oh,
movie.
no, hell
you
no.
know. He's a big baby forever because of that. Unbelievable. Well, here in Florida, we have our fair share of bad drivers, wouldn't you say?
Oh, that irks me. They don't put their single lights on. They make a right turn and go into the left lane. Okay? They're always texting on the phone.
That's the worst. You don't want to see someone texting.
Oh, and then they got no single lights. Either you go left or you go right. You got to stand there. And the SOBs don't do anything.
Yep.
Then they look at you like, why don't you move? I said, look, shit, head. I'm giving you the proper way. Then, what happens? He goes the opposite way. Holy shit, man. They got no respect out of here for people.
My favorite is you get on the 95 there and the speed limit is 70 and I'm going 80 and then I see people flying by me and they're going 100,
Right.
110 and it's not like it's one car. It's so many people driving like maniacs. on the
Yeah,
95.
man. I saw a car like yours driving like that.
So
we pulled up, slowed down. It must have been a lady about 80 years old. She was bolting with that car, man.
she was moving.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, how about this? Does this woman, she's driving in California, but sounds like you tell me if this is as bad as you've seen here.
Yeah.
So a woman driving down the freeway in Orange County, California, on only 3 tires, crashed into another vehicle while driving 80 miles an hour on 3 tires.
Is that the little old lady from Pasadena?
Yeah, right. There you go.
There you go. Yo, you want to hear something else? You're talking about cars and stuff like that, right? So I went to get gas this morning. So this older couple, they were in the next lane. So there's 2 restaurants called Sammy's and Toulouse. So he goes, honey, where you want to go eat breakfast? So she goes, Toulouse. But he goes, but Sammy's is right here in the parking lot. So she goes, fine, no problem. We'll stay here. He goes, all right, honey, we'll go to Toulouse.
Smart decision.
Yeah,
Smart choice.
Yeah.
So 80 miles an hour down the freeway on 3 tires, an accident. I actually have sound from this.
Go ahead.
So basically, this is the officer. He's trying to get her out of the car. All right. He's, here you go. Check it out.
Ma'am. Get off the road. Get out of the car. Are you on drugs right now?
No, not at all. My car gave out. I mean, I had somebody help me before, and apparently the brake did not stop.
Do you know you're driving on 3 wheels right now? Your wheel's completely out. You just crashed into this gentleman right here.
You almost
You're a hazard. You're on the freeway.
80 miles on the freeway.
You're on drugs right now. You're on painkillers. Yes, you are.
That must have been pretty good stuff.
She was like that. I'm cruising. This is a great ride. I'm enjoying it.
Is that stuff legal, man, in California?
Maybe only California.
Yeah.
But that's a great example of you don't have to be a detective, right? You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out.
Or a genius,
Yeah,
right?
that she's on drugs. You know?
You're on. No, I'm not. I'm not on drugs.
Yeah.
No, I'm not on drugs.
And you notice he was very specific about it. He was, you're on painkillers.
Yeah, he must take painkillers.
Yeah, he was like, I know that feeling. I've driven on 3 wheels before myself.
Oh, watch it, folks.
You're definitely. There's no doubt about it. You are on drugs. That's what happens.
Oh, hell yeah. 3 wheels?
Mm-hmm.
Must be some car, boy.
I know, right? I guess if you were ever wondering what happens driving 80 miles an hour on 3 wheels, that's what happens.
I don't want to imagine that.
Well, yeah, if you did that, you would be on painkillers, most likely, according to that police officer.
I'd be robo-pop, bro. They'd be putting everything. Hey, that arm is on the wrong side. It's on the other side, wise guy.
And finally, I got one more for you, and this is really cool. I feel like there was a movie about something like this a long time ago, and it was one of my favorite movies. Very similar, but even crazier. How about this one? A 49-year-old man, 49 years old, tried out for and made the North Dakota State football team. How about that?
Are they all right up there?
Yes.
Jeez. How many people live in that town?
Yeah, they didn't have enough players to fill the roster.
Yeah, right? Hey, come here.
Oh, my goodness. Well, anyway, I'm sure he earned his position. This is Ray Russell. He's the one that's 49 years old, got on the team with his teammate Manny Garcia, talking about playing. This is how they put it: playing the sport at such an advanced age.
Advanced age?
Advanced age. 49. So,
I think I know a little bit about that. Jeez.
Here you go. Here he is.
First day of pad practice, I was very nervous. Trying to hang with young kids, I was kind of afraid I was not going to measure up. There's always that underlying fear.
He goes hard every rep. He makes sure that he's doing his job.
Love the sport, and I just go out there and I give it my all.
So there you go.
Is he playing offense?
You know, it didn't specify what he was playing. I believe it's probably backup something. So.
Backup, yeah. Left end?
back up some. But the article I read, that's one thing. And we ask the hard questions, the real questions on this show. Because, that is a piece of information that is vital to that story. Is he the kicker? Then I understand it, But if he's a linebacker or something like that.
And how old is he?
49.
They're going to whip his ass.
Well, he's playing with a bunch of, 19, 20-year-olds.
Yeah, but you see these 19, 20-year-olds sometimes?
Oh, well, of course, yeah. That's they're in prime age to kick some
Hey,
ass.
buddy, how's the air up there?
So there you go. Speaking of football. Yeah. Super Radio Brother Sports.
Woo-wee!
Happy edition. Very happy edition for now.
Yeah, I'm swinging my pom-poms right now.
So many pom-poms, right? I mean, there's so much to be
yeah.
happy about these days. We've had a couple of great weeks with the Jets and the Giants. Yankees getting into the playoffs.
Oh, boy, and it starts tonight, baby.
One thing I'll say before we get to the football, I do want to say, speaking on the wild, this is the first time we see this new Major League Baseball format with the wild card round there, the 3-game series, all 3 games at the home team's park. Be interested to hear what you thought of it. I loved it.
I think it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was Saturday, right, where I know when I get the NFL wild card weekend, I will sit there for 9 straight hours watching
who
every
you
game.
telling, man?
I don't really remember being like that with baseball in the wild card round, but I don't know what it was this year. Every single game that was on, I was watching.
It was awesome, man.
And
Even mommy sat down to watch the baseball with me. It was crazy.
Wow. So, and there a lot of compelling series there. Of course, you had the Rays going down in 2 to the Guardians, which that last game to go 15 innings and lose 1-0. I can't imagine a worse torture as a fan.
And that's a rookie, too.
Yeah. That hit the home run?
Yeah, they hit the home run.
So,
and it's crazy. Guardians only scored 3 runs the whole series.
The whole series. And they don't hit a lot of home runs, but they scored their runs on home runs in that series.
But they got good pitching.
You know what? The Guardians ended the regular season, maybe the hottest team in baseball, winning 26 of their last 32 games.
Oh, well.
That team's on fire.
They didn't win the 33rd.
Yeah. And the Rays, they weren't so hot. And the Rays were kind of hot going into that. I talk about that weekend. The Yankees ever did anything this year and made a real move and won a championship, you're going to go back to that weekend,
right?
When the AL East lead got down to 2 games in the loss column. It was right in front of the Rays. They were playing great. And the Yankees smacked them out of the Bronx. 10 runs, back-to-back games.
Yeah, it's over, baby.
And, I remember at the time thinking, well, now we got to worry about that series coming up with the Blue Jays in a couple weeks. But by the time they got to that series, they were up like 9 games.
Yeah,
it didn't even matter.
It didn't even matter.
By the time you got there. So
but
the Yankees
they still won a couple of games, though.
Yeah. They won the division easily. Speaking of the Blue Jays, they go down into at home. And they blow, what was it, an 8-1 lead in that game? That was, another. You look at the 3 American League East teams made the playoffs.
9-1, was it?
It was, it could have been. I forget exactly what the score was, but they ended up losing 10-9.
Yeah, 10-9.
So I guess it was 9-1.
Yeah.
And, blow that
Mommy
lead.
and I were just sitting there watching this. We couldn't believe it.
It was incredible. On the back of a 4-run 6th inning and a 4-run 8th for Seattle. And Seattle, as we're watching the game right now, they're beating Houston. A lot of upsets here so far in the division series. But sticking with the wild card, those 2 games upset, right? Cleveland, I guess they were the favorite there. But you also had the Mets going down into San Diego. And the Mets, they had 101 wins.
Unbelievable.
Max Scherzer, $40 million man, and Jacob DeGrom.
I don't know what happened. Looks like they laid down.
Yeah, well, it started with the Braves the week before, getting swept in Atlanta with the division on the line.
Took the division right from under their feet, man.
And if you think about it, and this is what everybody's saying, but the Mets played well against the Phillies this year. if the Mets would have won, they held the division lead for like 95% of the season. If they would have won the division, they would have been sitting there waiting, and they would have ended up playing the Phillies.
You said 95%?
I would say probably better, more than that.
Yeah, right.
Not to the last weekend of the season.
That's right, and Atlanta took the last 3%.
I mean, that's devastating, and you had to get a feeling that that's where it was headed, because the Mets, in their collapse there, kind of reminded me what the Yankees were going through in July and August, where you go down early every game and it feels like the game is over right away. And it didn't change when the playoffs started. You got the same thing. You had that just awful performance from Scherzer in Game 1. He got smoked. I think he gave up 6-7 runs. They lost 7-1 in that first game. DeGrom pitched better in the second game.
Yeah, but he took him out too soon.
Yeah, I agree. But they win the game, so you kind of get, you can't really fault them for that. But then that last game, Bassett had nothing. And the Mets won 101 games. And this shows you it doesn't matter. It's a new season when you get to the playoffs. Mets won 101 games. The Padres won 89 games.
Unbelievable.
And they're moving on.
20 games back from the Dodgers?
Yeah, and the Dodgers, by the way, absolutely dominated San Diego in the regular season.
Yes, they did.
So that doesn't really matter. I think they won 14 out of the 19 games they played during the regular season. You can't really go by that, but, hey, it's something to look at. So that was interesting.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's everybody's time, We'll see.
That's true. The Cardinals blew that first game against the Phillies.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable how the closer came in and just couldn't throw a strike.
Yeah, oh, my God. He couldn't throw a strike. He'd be pitched it on the tee.
So, I mean, like I said, that wild card round was wildly entertaining and super fun.
It was very cool.
Maybe not as much if you're a fan of a team that was competing in it. But as Yankee fans, winning the division, getting the bye, you were able to enjoy it.
And the two teams that lost won the division.
Yeah, and you had 3 teams from the American League East make it. Yankees are the last one standing.
Unbelievable.
So very cool there. And we mentioned the Yankees. They get the division series started against the Cleveland Guardians. And, look, the Guardians super hot, as I mentioned, 26 out of their last 32 heading into the playoffs. There's a lot of potential with that team. You got to feel like the Yankees should win this series again, the regular season.
They got to hit because their pitching is off track right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and there's no Chapman either.
Well, the bullpen is scary. Yeah, Chapman didn't make he had that whole controversy, didn't make it to a mandatory workout.
Oh, my goodness. I guess the Uber didn't come, huh?
Well, and what the story behind that is,
did he get another tattoo?
We all know about that, and that's a statement that Cashman made. He said, don't get here's a suggestion, don't get a tattoo during the season, which is pretty crazy that happened. But also the story with this was that the Yankees made this mandatory workout, which, I mean, they're in the playoffs, right? They're about to, of course, you're going to have a practice. And Chapman was at his home, I guess in Miami in South Florida, and he called the Yankees and he said, the only way I'm showing up is if I'm guaranteed a postseason spot on the roster. And the story goes that Boone told Cashman, tell him to stay home.
Yeah.
And that was it. And good riddance, because I didn't want to see that guy anywhere near a big spot.
Let's hope Holmes comes back.
Yep, you got to get Holmes back. But he's been injured. You really wonder how they're going to get it done in the bullpen. It seems like nothing there. You got to hope that the starters can give you some length. This is a series where, again, with the regular season, but Yankees did take 5 out of 6 in the regular season.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You got to go there and hit. That's it. Just hit.
You got to hit, and you got to get some length out of your starters and hope whoever you bring in these games can get the job done. But, yeah, the Yankee bullpen is a total mystery. But, hey, the season wasn't what you were expecting it to be, especially when they were on track to win 120 games. At one point, they were 59-21 on the season. Didn't win a game for 2 months, but at the end of the day, you win 99 games, and more importantly, you won the division easily. It really wasn't anything to worry about there at the end. You have your starting rotation set up. You like the guys you have in there. I know Cole gives up a ton of home runs, and you felt obligated to give him a game 1 start.
He's got to step up now, and I think they got to hit. They just got to go hit. Hit.
and unfortunately, DJ LeMahieu,
he's
not on the
out.
postseason roster, still suffering with that toe injury. So he's still out there. They moved Donaldson down a spot, which I like. You went, and we all know how hot Glaber was that last month, which promoted him.
Yeah.
So you got Aaron Judge and Rizzo and Glaber as the first three batters in the lineup there tonight. And
Stanton, number 4.
Yep, and Stanton fourth.
No, that's great.
That's you feel good about it. You get what's his name back on the post.
Carpenter.
Carpenter's back. He's back as a bench player. There's no place to put him.
That's fine. No problem.
I love the fact that Benintendi is not coming back with the broken hand.
Yeah.
But you love what Cabrera did, Oswaldo Cabrera did.
I think he's going to be there next year too.
So he's in left field, and I really a lot of people wanted to jump the gun, and Cashman, and I've had my trouble with Cashman, my problems with Cashman over the years for sure, but I didn't mind the Montgomery trade. I've never liked Montgomery. I feel like every big game I see him in, he gets smacked around.
Right.
When he got traded to the Cardinals, he pitched way better for them than he ever did for the Yankees. He just got super hot. There was no way he was going to pitch in the postseason, maybe out of the bullpen. But now, when you see what Bader is, a guy who makes contact, he's a threat on the bases, and one of the best defensive center fielders I've ever seen. The way he's able to track the ball and get behind it and set himself up to throw it.
That boy uses a big glove, too.
So I like what I see from Bader. He's fit right in, and he's starting in center field there. You got a young, athletic outfield. So, hey, I'm pumped up. I think the Yankees have a shot here. They should beat Cleveland. And, obviously if they do get past Cleveland this season, they've had problems with Seattle and Houston. We'll see what happens when we get there.
We'll see what happens.
But anyway, that's the baseball. What a fantastic NFL Sunday. Back-to-back weeks, really. But
oh, man, who loves the pigskin now, son?
But you had the London game there. The New York Giants going into the game 3-1. And I'll tell you, I heard a lot of the experts going into that game against the Packers, and I really don't, and I watch it all and I get into it, I don't think I heard one so-called expert pick the Giants.
Nobody picked the Giants.
Nobody picked the Giants.
I know who picked the Giants.
You picked the Giants.
Damn right, son.
And this time you were right. You've been right 4 out of the 5 times this year.
Oh, is it? I'm a genius.
So just pick the Giants every time. But, it wasn't looking great in that first half, right? The Packers had a good first half, but the Giants, man, they came out there in the second half. They were losing 20-10 after the first half, and you thought, okay, this is going to go the Packers' way. They're going to blow them out. But that fourth quarter, Giants get out there,
that's right,
score 14 points. Daniel Jones.
And I wasn't too much impressed with Daniel Jones, but until I saw that blood dripping out of his hand and he's running all over the joint, I says, and then I had a good breakfast, too.
Well, I was going to, you got that London game. The game starts at 9:30. Did you enjoy that?
Oh, hell yes, especially the omelet.
Breakfast tastes good today.
That's right. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that touchdown. Oh, look. Oh, what's the matter with Aaron? Where's the truck? The truck is chasing Aaron.
What's the matter with Aaron?
And the Giants didn't have a lot of their own defense out there. And them kids are playing good, man.
Defense playing good. You got to love your head coach, Daboll.
Oh, that guy, he's in everybody's face.
Yeah, he gets really pumped up and crazy.
Man. As soon as the guys come off the field, he's in the bench area talking to everybody.
Yeah, you got to love that. He's really intense. And you got to really consider that a lot of people didn't consider this Giant roster to be all that good. So for him to go in there and be 4-1 right now is a testament to the coaching staff. Because, other than Saquon Barkley, who was a question mark coming into the season. But where are the great? There's not a lot of talent, skill position-wise, on the Giants.
Hey, sometimes you don't need talent, man. These guys, they'll pick up their talent. Hey, man, I'm playing an NFL team. Come on, man.
But they're getting it done, man. And like you said, to me, Daniel Jones, he was a warrior. He got that blood coming down.
Blood hanging over there. I put ketchup on my hand just to look like him.
He's probably their second best runner. You know, he gets out there, he runs. He was efficient in the game, 21 of 27, 217, no touchdowns. But the key, no interceptions. A big problem for him over the years has been turnovers.
That was the big problem. Yep.
You know, and if he turn, you know, they win this game 27-22. Daniel Jones turns that ball over even once in a game like that, he might lose the game.
The thing was, is not only did the Giants win, Green Bay didn't look good at all.
They haven't looked good all season, man. There's issues there. You know, he loses the big receiver to
and all they
the
had
Raiders.
was Cobb. Cobb was the only one that was catching the ball.
So, they have their issues there. You know, it's not like he was terrible in the game, but, you look at it, you got Cobb who had 7 catches. Who does he have after that to throw the ball to? They lose Devontae Adams, who a lot of people consider to be probably the best receiver in football, and they're definitely feeling the effects of that. They were 3-1 going into the game, 3-2 now heading into who do the Packers play this week?
Oh my God! I wonder who
they play.
Can anybody guess? Come on, I'm waiting here.
They play the 3-1 Jets.
Oh,
the 3-2 Jets. The 3-2 Jets.
Oh,
so they're
my God.
Both with the same record there. The Jets in second place in the division. Another team. Most people were picking the Dolphins, even though Tua was knocked out of the previous game.
Right.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater was going to start this game, and the Jets knocked him out of the game immediately. You had a cornerback blitz by the rookie there, and he exploded Teddy Bridgewater. I guess it was a shoulder injury or an elbow injury, and he couldn't get back out there. So right away, the Jets knock out the second-string quarterback, and then the Dolphins were stuck with their third-string quarterback, and that didn't go too well. That didn't go great. Thompson threw an interception. At times looked good in the game, but it was the running game for the Dolphins. Mostert had 113 yards. Rushing, and they got close. They got close in this game. It was a 21-point fourth quarter from the Jets that put it away. The Jets,
unbelievable.
I can't remember the last time they scored 40 points in a game, but to beat the Dolphins in a high-profile game like that early in the season, it was the biggest game the Jets have played since at least 2015 when they went into Buffalo that last game of the season with a playoff berth on the line, and they lost horribly. But look, it was an incredible game. The star of the game was Breece Hall, rookie running back. We've seen what he's been able to do the last couple of weeks. He had a couple of receptions, but for 2 receptions, 100 yards out of the backfield. 18 carries for 97 yards, so almost 200 yards total offense for Breece Hill. He's going to be a big star for the Jets out of the backfield. Zach Wilson, not a huge game, 14 of 21, 210 yards, no touchdowns. But I'll say this:
he's still standing.
No interceptions, which is huge. Didn't turn the ball over. But it's funny. You look back at Breece Hall with the 2 huge receptions, right? On both of those plays, he was 1 yard short of giving Zach Wilson a touchdown pass. So twice Zach Wilson fell a yard short of a touchdown pass. So that 210 would have looked a lot different with 2 touchdown passes.
Oh, my.
But, Hall was stopped at the 1, and they were still able to punch the ball in. So you get a huge game from Breece Hall. And I mentioned Sauce Gardner with the big hit on Bridgewater. With the cornerback blitz to start the game was great. And then you saw the excitement from Robert Saleh on the sideline.
Yeah.
So a lot of youth on the Jets. They're fun. They're exciting. And we'll see what happens next week. Look, they're probably not going to win the game. They got to go into a hostile environment in Lambeau. The Packers coming off that loss against the Giants. However, it's not like they don't have a shot.
They're going to lose against 2 New York teams.
That would be something, man. Because you know what? The Jets have...
We're going to stomp them out.
They have some youthful exuberance, that the Packers look tired.
Yeah.
They look, they're not into it.
This is a young man's game.
So maybe that's what's going to happen. I would love it. I would love it if the Jets were able to go out there and take care of the Packers at Lambeau. If they ever did that, I mean, I would be way too excited. I'd be bouncing up and down the street. Like, are you kidding me? The Jets beat the Dolphins, then they go out there and they beat the Packers in a season where their 2 other wins where they were down by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and they come back and win.
My goodness.
The Jets never do stuff like this, you know? So it's been fun. What can I
it's
tell
been
you?
fun. So what else are you going to talk about here?
Well, we got football picks, right?
We got football picks.
Let's pick this week. Let's see what we got.
I told you about D-Dub, right?
What's up with D-Dub?
Oh, boy.
What's up, D-Dub?
They in Kentucky since last week.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so they saw the first game Saturday, and Kentucky got beat.
They lost.
The football team. Yes.
All right.
So now they're there this whole week watching the volleyball team, the softball team.
Whoa.
You know, and then they're going to watch another game on Friday night.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yeah, that's great, man, you know?
Yeah.
I think he's one of the biggest fans I've seen. And then I just found out he says he's a Braves fan.
Oh.
Oh, my.
Well, he must have been pumped up. You're lucky you're not a Met fan having to deal with that.
If I was a Met fan, I would shoot myself.
I'd have to talk you off the bridge.
Yeah, with
I would shoot myself.
With mayonnaise. In
You
my
forgot
head.
to say in your foot though, not
I put mayonnaise across my face.
I'll let a dog diarrhea in my mouth.
That's right. Come on, man. Make it brown and serve, no diarrhea. Cha cha cha.
Cha cha cha.
All right. So, what you want to know about last week?
Yeah. What did we do last week? How did it look?
Okay. So, Rich Jr. That might be you, dude.
Is that me? Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You picked the Colts.
That was a good one. That was a good pick.
And you're the only one that won.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Me and the Trent River. Okay.
The Trent River.
Picked the Broncos.
Broncos stink,
Yeah,
man.
but that game was terrible.
Oh, it was horrible.
It was 12-9.
It's one of the worst games I've ever seen.
Oh, okay, so how about this game? The New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, I'm sure I picked the Packers.
Well, let's see. Yes, you and the Trent River and Rich Jr.
That's a great one. That's his nickname now, the Trent River.
Pick the Packers.
All right.
And what happened?
What happened?
You lost.
That's right. Big L.
So Giants win 27-22. Uh-oh. How about the Miami Dolphins at the Jets?
I know I picked the Dolphins, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We all picked the Dolphins.
No. I picked the Jets.
You did?
Yes,
oh,
sir.
my goodness.
I picked your team.
I can't believe it.
You have no honor.
I don't believe in my team. I have no
So
confidence.
you and the Trent River picked Miami.
I
And you lost.
Yep.
Okay.
Big L.
Jets win 40-17.
40-7. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Okay, this one is okay. Steelers at the Bills.
Garbage game, Bills. We all picked the Bills.
Yeah, we all picked the Bills.
Yep.
38-3.
Yeah. Terrible game.
Yeah. Oh, this is for...
By the way, the worst loss in Tomlin's career as a head coach.
Pittsburgh. Wait a minute. Let me wipe my
You
tears,
sad?
bro.
You sad?
I'm so sad, dude.
All right.
Okay. How about the Falcons at the Bucks?
Falcons at the Bucks. We all had the Bucks. That's an easy
Yeah,
one.
we all had the Bucks.
What about that garbage roughing the passer call? Oh, my goodness.
I have to get Botox now, dude.
But you had one there last night, Monday Night Football, too, with Carr. That was terrible, too.
No.
I've heard, this is what I agree with. You know what a lot of people are saying this after that game?
Yeah.
That if you're going to call roughing the passer like that,
Yeah.
you have to at least make it reviewable. It should be reviewed after every roughing the passer play the way a turnover is. Because
Yeah.
it's a huge call.
Man, that's not cool, man. These guys, these referees think it's about them.
You got to make it
It's
reviewable.
never about you.
It's not about you, yo.
That's right, son. All right, so where were we? Okay, Chicago against the Vikes. We all picked the Vikes. 29-22. You know what's crazy about this weekend? There was 3 games, and there were 22.
Wow, 320. You saw 22 3 times.
Yeah,
Deuces are wild.
Deuces wild, son. Okay, then you had the Lions. Oh, that was terrible. Pats 29.
Maybe the Patriots found a new quarterback. A little controversy
no,
brewing over there. We'll see.
Ask me if I care.
Well, it concerns me in the divisions.
Okay, we all picked the Jags.
And that was a mistake.
Very bad.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, man. The Cowboy Texans, man, they took them Jags down. Yeah, 13-6, another bad game.
Yep.
Okay. Chargers against the Browns.
Chargers.
That was a good game.
Yeah, Chargers came back.
Yeah, 30-28.
Yep.
Oh, boy. How about Tennessee and Washington? Oh, I can't say that word anymore.
The commies?
The Controlos.
What?
Conholios.
The Conholios.
The Conholios. That's their new name for me.
They need TP for their football.
For their foothold. Okay.
For their foothold?
Foothold. All right, so we picked Tennessee. Yeah, 21-17.
All right.
All right, San Francisco over the Panthers, another garbage game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 37-15. We won that one. Okay. Dallas. I'm the only one that picked the Rams. I lost.
You lost.
Okay, so you and the Trent River
Yep.
got Dallas. Okay, here's the other 22. The Eagle against the Cards, 22-10.
Man, the Cardinals missed a field goal at the end there. My goodness.
Oh, no. Yeah, 20-17. My bad. Okay, the other one is 22-10, the Eagles. Oh, my God. This is terrible.
You picked the Cardinals.
I picked the
I
Cardinals.
think who did I pick?
You picked the Eagles.
All right.
Yeah.
I
was wrong again.
Wrong. Yeah, the strategy of Giants win, everybody in the NFC East loses didn't work out.
Oh, guess what? Ravens against the Bengals.
Ooh, that was a good one, man.
Yeah. And guess what? We all lost.
We all picked the Bengals?
Oh,
Wow.
hell yeah. We are such fools. Okay, the Monday night game.
Who did I have in that one?
Okay.
I had the Chiefs, obviously.
We all had the Chiefs.
And barely won that one, but we
Yeah.
won. Go for two was so stupid.
It was crazy. And then Seattle and the Saints.
Seattle and the Saints. That was a good game,
Yeah.
man. Geno Smith is having some season.
39-22.
Yeah, that was a rough game for Seattle to lose.
Well, I think I had you and the Trent River had the Saints.
All right. It's a
That
good
means
pick.
I had Seattle.
You had a rough week, man. You had a rough week.
Oh, my God.
See if we can improve that this
Oh,
week.
man, I got to go blow my nose now.
All right, let's see what happens this
here's
week.
the new guys.
All right.
All right. The Commanders against the Bears at the Bears.
What a horrible game. Carson Wentz is garbage. Let's go Bears at home.
Okay. Double R on that one.
Commies lose
Are you
again.
listening to this out there? Huh? Okay, here you go. Ravens against the Giants.
Ravens against the at MetLife.
At MetLife.
That's a tough one. You know what? At home, let's go Giants this week. I'm gonna go Giants.
I'm gonna go Giants until they lose.
The Ravens, they've won. They find ways to lose sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This game is.
All right.
Did you hear that, everybody? Jags against the Colts.
Let's go at Indy. At Indy? Yeah, let's go Indy. Let's go Indy.
Okay, I'm gonna go Indy too because Jags disappoint me. I was pissed, man. Made me lose my pool, man.
Unbelievable.
All right, Pats and the Browns at the Browns.
Let's go Browns bouncing back here. Bring the Pats back down to earth a little bit.
Bouncing back.
They can't stop that Russian attack.
Okay, you're going to go Browns? I'm going to go opposite.
Speaking of a team that knows how to lose games, though, the Browns, my goodness.
Yeah, what can Brown do for you?
Lose.
Sir.
Okay,
ooh, Bengals against the Saints.
The
Saints.
I don't buy the Saints still. Andy Dalton, the whole thing. Let's go the other way. Let's go Bengals.
Yeah, me too. All right, this is terrible. This is sad.
Don't be sad.
Oh, wait. The Bucks against the Steelers at the Steelers.
Oh, my God. That's a terrible game. Bucks all the way. They win that easily.
Oh, my God. The football gods are saying, but why he's doing that, Rich?
The Steelers can't win. They got a rookie quarterback the whole thing.
Oh, look at this one. The 49ers against the Falcons at Atlanta.
Yeah, the Falcons are terrible also.
Yeah.
49ers might be on their way to another NFC title game. We'll see. They look good. Now that Jimmy G's back at quarterback, nobody appreciates Jimmy G.
That's right.
They're trying to run him out of town. The minute he's back in there at quarterback, they look like a team that went to the NFC
They look
Championship.
like a real team.
Yeah, that guy gets no respect, man.
No respect, those bloody bastards.
All he does is win, and he gets no respect.
Win, baby, win, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, man. This is yours, brother. Jets against the Packers.
You think there's any way I'm picking the Jets in that game? You're crazy. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm going to go Packers.
All right, so you know something? I'm going to go Jets.
Well, let's hope that.
Idiots.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to put as a senior.
You might want to
Make
think
sure
about
it's
that.
me. Vikings against the Dolphins at Dolphins.
Dolphins, I think, are on the way down, man.
Yeah.
Third-string quarterback. Who knows if Bridgewater. They said he would have come back into that game if it wasn't for the concussion protocol and obviously what's been going on.
my head hurts.
You know,
maybe I can go in.
Yeah,
idiots.
They've had a lot of issues with that, so they weren't putting him back in that game. But he says he could have came back in, so he'll probably play. He's a good player, but I don't know. I think they might be going down.
Well, I'm going with the Vikes.
Yeah, I'm going to go Vikings too. Vikings quality team.
Oh, this is a terrible, terrible game.
All right.
Panthers against the Rams.
Oh, you got to go Rams. The Panthers are they just fired their head coach, Rule, in his third season after only 5 games. So,
wait a minute.
Although sometimes teams that just fired their coach, they have like a little bump. You know, they play a little better for a week or two.
Let me wipe the other eye right now.
But the problem for them is they have Baker Mayfield at quarterback, and he stinks.
Oh, my God. He should get into cooking. I think this is a pretty good game.
Baker is not the touchdown maker.
No, he's no touchdown maker.
See.
Only Stephen Baker.
Oh, yeah.
The touchdown maker.
Oh, we remember.
Oh, I remember. Okay, man. Okay, the Cards against the Seattle Seahawks.
Cards and the Seahawks.
At Seahawks.
That's a tough game. But let's go with the Seahawks to bounce back. I'm going to go Seahawks.
Okay. I'm going to play the fool, too.
I always felt like Geno was a good player, had a bad rap.
I think this is the best. There's 2 good games.
All right.
The Bills against the Chiefs.
It's a great game. I go Bills. They get a little revenge from the playoffs last year.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Can't go with everybody together. Okay. The most less teams that I hate.
All right.
But at least it's one because they were talking about them today in the NFL Network.
Right.
That everybody hates the Dallas Cowgirls.
Everybody hates them. Yeah.
Mommy was saying, was it the cheerleader? I said, no, that's what they call the team, the Cowgirls.
Is that the cheerleading squad?
Yeah. So, the Cowboys against the Eagles.
Cowboys, Eagles at Philly.
At Philly.
Well, this is going to be a big test. In a way, I bet you Dak Prescott is hoping they lose because then it'll be easy to make that transition.
Right.
I think I don't necessarily believe in the Eagles, but I think they win this game.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah.
Cheesesteak, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to go with that, too. Obviously, we know what you're going to pick. I know what I'm going to pick.
All right.
Broncos at Chargers.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's an easy one. You got to go. The Broncos are terrible. What happened to Russell Wilson?
I don't know, man. The money.
He's being played by Geno Smith.
Oh, Geno, baby.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
He's having a great year, man. I'm happy for him. I really am. As a former Jet quarterback, I always felt like he had ability.
It's time to sit down and unwind and listen to the Couch Report.
Couch Report.
Couch report. What are you gonna couch in the report?
I don't know.
What?
What do you got? Anything to report here?
Let me see. I told you about the old people at the gas station. I told you about D-Dove.
Right.
Talking about wind.
Wind?
Wind.
What about it?
From your butt, man.
Okay, that's a good couch report. Yeah.
Okay.
That happens on the couch occasionally.
Oh, well, I was at Home Depot. And I'm walking down the aisle for some reason, like, everything, like, went silent.
Well.
And I'm walking towards the next aisle to the electrical center. This dude bent down, brother. It looks like if he had his pants down, something would have hit me. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. Then he turns around, just smiles. I'm going to. He said, do you need something from over here? I said, what are you, mad, man? Hell no. But, yeah, that's about it, man. You know, smelly shit, you know. And, having a good time. Yeah. Always playing ball. Shirts coming up soon.
Oh, you got some shirts coming in?
Yeah.
All right.
Chop that wood, son.
Chop that wood.
There you go,
All right.
man. So, you know, you got a couple of guys that are interested in the shirts, so they're going to check it out, you know. And, it's about it, man. And, you know, everything is cool with
everything.
Everything.
Everything
What
is
can
cool
I
with
say?
everything. No doubt. Same thing for me. Not a whole lot going on. I did win 7 straight games in Madden, which was great.
I did clean up. I was on the roof like an idiot.
Oh, that's dangerous, man.
Oh, hell
Getting
yeah.
on a roof cleaning like that.
I don't know, man. I stood up on the roof and I started getting dizzy. And see, Burns says, "Yeah, let me take the ladder, see if you can get down now." No, I shouldn't do that. But, yeah, we cleaned everything up. Everything is great, man. And Uncle Kike is coming pretty soon.
Wow.
In about 2 weeks.
Oh, cool.
So, you know.
We love Uncle Kike.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's an old buddy of mine when I grew up with.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I won 7 straight games in Madden. Crazy thing, when I started using the Jets, with the Jets, I was beating dudes that were using the Chiefs and all these big teams, and somehow I just kept winning.
There you go. You never know.
But then I started losing, and now I'm using the Chiefs. So that's what happens. After you lose a couple games, you're like, this offensive line isn't protecting me, and Zach Wilson isn't accurate enough. I need to use a better quarterback. You know? But, you know, and you do feel the difference, a little more protection, a little more accurate with Mahomes, and I've continued to win games. So I'm playing pretty good at Madden. I'm usually not very good. This has been the best stretch I've had in years in that game. Let's see. What else?
Oh, the soccer. The FEMA's coming.
When does the World Cup start?
During the holidays.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, coming up.
Yeah, so it should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, you know, I love the World Cup.
I'm so happy.
I'm pumped up about it.
No,
I really
I'm not.
dig it. No, I'm not. Let's see.
Nah, yeah, I watch them sometimes.
Oh, yeah. You know me. I mean, I don't really watch soccer. But the World Cup, I watch almost.
Oh, yeah,
there's
I
something
watch
about it. It's super entertaining. It's fun to watch. It's great.
Those guys are rough, man.
A couple of things. Had the wedding anniversary over the weekend. That was good. We had a good time. It was a fun time. So, love Sharon. It's been great with the 2 dogs. I mean, you know, we got.
It hasn't been rough?
It's been a little rough. It was rough at first when you know, we got Odin as a 4-month-old. He's about to be 7 months old, and he's grown. He's already a little taller than Freya. They're both, I mean, pretty big, but he's going to be much bigger than her. And just to watch the evolution of their relationship has been so cool, man. And now all of a sudden they're just like best friends. They lay super close to each other. You know. Now the funny thing is, you know, Freya's kind of a rough girl.
Yeah.
Right. So when they play in the backyard, it's a special brand of Freya play. And she's teaching Odin how to play how she likes to play, which is, it kind of looks like they're fighting.
Right.
But I've seen Freya fight, and that's not it. And you'll see they're like flying across each other with their mouths open.
Like the animals in the History Channel.
Yeah, you know, like sometimes you'll see Freya fly over them with her mouth open, and as she passes over him, her mouth is like passing by him.
Oh my God!
And then if you're out there, all you hear is you're like, oh my God. But that's how she taught Odin to play. So he gets it, and I think the one thing I love about Odin is that even when she kind of rejected him at first, he never gave up. Yeah. He was so persistent, like, you will love me, you know? And eventually she broke down.
I demand it.
Yeah, and no matter how intimidating she was or threatening, you know, he continued to, I'm going to kiss you. I like you. You know? And eventually she just broke down, and she loves him now, you know?
At least Odin likes me.
Odin that's the thing that we love about him, too. He's the type of dog that just loves he's so super nice, you know, including Freya. And he's so nice and adorable and loving that he even broke Freya down. And that's not an easy accomplishment, but that's what he did, man. He's a good doggy.
Freya doesn't like me.
You know, in our backyard, we recently purchased an electric power washer. Right,
okay.
Easier to handle.
Right.
I don't know if you've tried.
Yeah, I have one.
It's pretty good, man.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
it's so much better. You don't have to worry about cranking
no noise,
it. Yeah, no noise.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Cleaner, no oil or anything like that.
You know, you can clean your car with the white.
Yeah, with the foaming it up and all that, right? So haven't tried that yet, but so we got the power washer. Sharon's been doing most of the power washing. She loves it, you know, while I'm doing the other work. I've gone out there a couple of times to help her, but she says she's out there with the power. You know, it's odd. Here's this you know, this woman power washing out. She says the garbage truck men pass by and they're cheering her on and stuff. You know, they're getting pumped up to see her. Today, very crazy thing happened. So she's back there, and we got to get out of here. But she's back there, and she opens up. We haven't opened up that grill in a while, right?
Okay.
So she opens up the grill, and I'm inside, and all I hear is this blood-curdling scream.
Yeah.
You know,
What was it, a lizard or a frog?
It was a mouse that had built a nest and was laying in there with its babies. If you can believe it. So
a mouse?
A mouse, dude. This big-ass mouse.
That probably came from the ravine.
So what do we do? We'll just leave it open. It'll leave because it's not safe anymore if you leave the top
What? You didn't
open.
get it out?
Oh, yeah, of course. Because if you leave it open, it's not going to stay in there.
Yeah.
So it was pretty crazy to see. I left the top open. The mouse is like, oh, shit. It starts grabbing.
That's what he said?
Yeah. And he starts grabbing each baby and running into the bushes with the baby. Come back, grab another baby, come back. So now it's gone. But that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, but you got to put that grill on, man, you know?
It's been a long time.
Burn that stuff out.
I don't think she'll ever eat anything off that grill after that.
No, I don't want this shit. You need to buy me a new one.
That grill might be done now. Just like us, we're done.
You're done, baby.
That's the show. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
We'll be back next week, of course. Let's go, Yankees.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Yankees. Let's go, Yankees.
In the words of Bob Dylan, time is an ocean, but it ends at the shore. The Super Radio Brothers have reached the shore. See ya.
Peace and be safe, everybody.